What's up, everyone? Today we're playing the new Jason killer on Dead by Daylight. We're basically just going to be going over his powers, his perks that I'm not going to be using because they're terrible, and just how I feel about it while we watch some gameplay in the background. The perks I'm using is No Way Out, Pop Goes a Weasel, Surge, and Hex Blood Favor. Um, a Hex Blood Favor honestly isn't that common of a perk for someone to use. I like it a lot because with my experience, survivors tend to not find the hex totem actually. And whenever I'm in chase or something, if I can get that first hit off or that first spear off, then pretty much every pallet around the survivor is blocked and they can't do anything basically. So it's honestly a free kill, and you're gonna see at the beginning of, I believe, each round, I go right into Jason's kind of like hunting seeking mode. I think it's called like ominous mode or something like that, where I literally travel right to the other side of the map. I come out of it and then I basically I like get a kill right off the rip. And it's really helpful. All right, so while we go Alright, so you'll see right at the beginning, I get my ominous mode, and then I go right basically to where I think survivors are gonna be. I'm just looking for footsteps right now, or like a red fog kind of thing. Another perk that would be amazing for this is Lethal Pursuer, because I'll see all of them right at the beginning, so I can go right to them. But I don't see anybody, so I just go to the middle of the map, hopes that I'll jump scare someone, and if not, then I'm just kind of gonna wander around. And if I remember, I think that I actually don't find someone for a while. Oh, no, I'm wrong. So I get that hit off. See, that pallet gets hidden right away, and I get a spear. So that's right off rip. And they haven't even really gotten a gen halfway at this point. I think that was the only gen that they started working on. So I'm gonna make my way over, get some surge use from this, even though it's right off rip. And it's not gonna make that big of a difference. Go back in the jump scare mode, hear that, jump out, scare them. Then here, I'm just gonna follow her a little bit just because I know that there's a pallet near us and I don't want her to be able to drop it on me. So that's why I hit her to wait for my hex totem to work. And if you just saw there, I definitely hit her with my spear, and no way did I hit the Lara Croft with that, but whatever. I hear that they're working on the gen to my right. Oh, I guess I didn't hear that. So I go back to this gen so I can pop it. And now I'm basically just looking for other people. I think I'd throw a spear over here in hopes to just hit someone. And then I start making my way over to this gen. See someone that's here. It's Lara Croft. Kind of just spear hunting her. Wow, terrible throw by me. I honestly should have left Chase here right away. I think I was just blood hungry because I definitely heard the gen that they're working on right by the tractor there. And it sounds like it's just about done. And I actually think that she loops me all the way until it's done. Oh, yeah, she does. Do I get the spear? No, terrible throw. Back in another loop. Double back. Wow. And I'm just loving the spear hunting. Alright. I personally think that should have hit her foot. I'm kind of being dumb here. Playing a little slow. I should have broken that right at the beginning. And then double back and I get the kill. I like Jason a lot. I think his power is pretty unique. I obviously like I don't like Like many people, I don't like his kind of the Jason universe style with his big eye holes. I feel like they could have changed it a little bit to make it more menacing and not cartoonish kind of way. I feel like it would be a little more scary, and that guy just runs right into me. Get the hit off, blocks that pallet there, blocks the pallet over in that building too, but I get the spear anyway. I feel like this kind of Jason style kind of looks a little cartoonish, and that's what I don't like about it, but I think his extra skins are pretty cool. I like how he feels. I like how his axe feels. His perks, like I said, are terrible. His power is really cool. I kind of like how he one-kicks everything. It just shows like his strength that he has. So you'll see other killers, they hit it. Like I think, what's her name? I don't know what I'm doing here. But I've realized in this game that teleporting on something near a hook survivor makes it like 10, 15 times slower. Um, oh yeah. And you'll see like other killers, how like I think the hag, she hits a pallet 3 times. Michael twice, I think. But Jason, he one kicks everything. Just shows how strong he is. That would have been crazy if I hit him through the little railing there. See, one kicks that, he jumps that, so I'm gonna follow him. Now, I know that nothing really is around him. I tried to grab my spear from that little thing. I just wasn't able to reach in time. But I see that he drops that, teleports on it to break it, and he tries to run past me, which was really dumb. And then I get the knock. Pick her up. No Way Out, I think, is a pretty cool perk. You kind of have to get your hooks to get value from it. You got to hook everyone at least once to get your good value from it. But it comes in clutch way more than I think it would, which I mean, I guess it kind of means that I'm a bad killer. But I haven't played the killer much, honestly. I'm more of a survivor main. But having No Way Out there kind of just as like a little, what would you call it? A little, I guess, cushion, just in case you're doing really bad. It can help a lot. So, Bill is my last survivor to get all 4 tokens. Um, so I don't know if in this game I use No Way Out, but what it does is, depending on how many tokens you get, depends on how long it lasts. Um, and at the end of the round, when all generators are done and everything, if it's just one survivor left and they have the option for the hatch, then the hatch gets blocked for however many token time you have, I'd call it. So I have 4 in this game. So it would be blocked, I think, for 45 seconds. I could be wrong. But it gets blocked for a long amount of time, and that just gives me kind of that cushion to kill the final survivors, however many are left. For this game, these guys aren't really good. Keep spearing them from far away, and my spear aim is not that good. So, I like how he can stick people to a wall. I don't like how if you're stuck to a wall, he can instantly kill you. I get it, but like, it's still, I think that's a little broken. I think here, I'm just making sure no one's down there. There's also a time where if someone's on a 2-hook and you down them with the spear and it gets stuck in them, then you can moor them that way too. That's also pretty cool. It's cool. It's just I think it's a little overpowered and wouldn't want that. And I like how Jason can teleport onto something that's down and break it, because it's honestly, I just think it's neat. It's a cool addition that they have. And I'm just struggling to find a survivor. We're gonna skip to where I actually find somebody now. So here I find Kate, hit her in the leg with the spear. And at this point in the game, they found my hex and they've gotten rid of it. So there isn't really anything blocked around her, but her pathing is terrible and I get the down. I also get 2 pops, so I know that Bill is over somewhere near the other gen, or that he was, because that had no progression on it beforehand. And here my dumbass thought that I could pop it again. So I sprint over, I look for any red stains or anything. I see that Bill's hurt, so I'm thinking if he's not anywhere around us, he probably walked to a locker. And now I'm looking at the bottom of lockers, seeing if there's any blood stains, and then I find some scratch marks, and then I just teleport right past the blood stains. Wow. So I'd currently be very confused. I look down, I see what I thought was blood, and then she gets pulled off the hook as soon as I open it. So I'm like, okay, great, I'm an idiot. So I think he was in there, and then as I went into my little mode, he went out and ran. I hear bleeding, shoots right there, miss the spear, double back again, and I lunge, get the hit. So Bill's been pissing me off because he keeps disappearing from me. So I don't pick up Kate because I want to kill Bill. Grab the spear, make my way back because I figured he'd be working on this generator again. Look at that, he was. So then I go right back to the same locker. I know that he's hurt, so I'm still looking for blood pools at the bottom of lockers. I see that that one's still there. You know, I double think and I open it. And he's not. I feel like I see more blood, then realize that it's just the ground. I think she got herself up here. I think she had Unbreakable or something. But I end up not really caring about her too much. I do want to keep getting her down though, just so Bill hopefully has a reason to come and pick her up. Get that notification. I know Bill's over here. I think, oh, you know, he's probably going back. Wait a second. This is just me sitting here waiting, hoping. Bill's not over there, so I throw a spear. Just kidding. Looking for the blood pools. I think she gets herself up. Oh, never mind. There's Bill. So Bill gets her up here this time. He goes in the locker. I'm thinking he has the one where if he jumps out, he will stun me, but I guess not. Grab him. I'm like, finally, I've got Bill, so I'm gonna go hook him. Because he still has another hook left. He still has some time on the hook, so I don't really care if I put him up there. I also don't really care if he gives up and just lets Kate escape, because she's been pretty freaking terrible this game. I follow her feet. I'm like, alright, let me jump out in front of her. Perfect, right behind her. I hit her. Now this was really good estimating. Hits her as soon as she comes out. And then I'm like, wow. I want to kill her because of how good of a kill that was. But I really want to kill Bill. because he's been pissing me off this whole game. See scratch marks and hit him. I wanted to pin him to a wall so I could mori him in a cool way, but I don't get that kind of pleasure. I still got Kate over there on the ground that I can kill. And now looking back, I could have hooked Kate first and then gotten the mori on him, but it's okay. The hatch just so happened to open up right next to us. So if she stayed nearby the pallet, she would have probably gotten out. That's just kind of funny. I put her out in the open to get some good scenery. Put the spike down. I don't know why I did that. And then get to show off his nice school mori. His mori is honestly pretty sick. I don't really like the ending part, the little quote jump scare kind of part of it. It's kind of corny, like the Matthew Lillard spring trap, how he screams in the killer's or the survivor's face when he kills them. Shocking that Kate was a P100 because she was horrible. But yeah, I feel like the end part of his mori is kind of stupid. I feel like his mori would be a lot cooler if he like disappeared into the fog at the end instead of it doing a close up on his hockey mask. But nonetheless, it was pretty cool. Game 2, we got Blood Lodge. I personally think that this isn't a horrible map for Jason and his spear because it is kind of open. When it's not in the open, they have high rocks and they have high things that just get in the way. I find Lara Croft right off rip. She stuns me with stupid flashlight. Out of all my hours on Dead by Daylight, I probably only have, honestly, like 200 hours of killer time. Compared to like my 500 hours as a survivor. This account that I have is super old. I got super rare things on here. This account is old. It was my dad's before mine, so we have some rare stuff. 'Cause he used to play. She gets pulled off. I'm kind of already struggling to find people. I hear this gen getting worked on. See the Claudette. Already drops pallet. I try to get a cheeky little spear off, but I don't make it. She completely drops the pallet the wrong way. I don't know what her goal with that was. But I end up catching up and she just turns around right into me. I want to go break this pallet first. Hopefully hit whoever's on this gen. And then I just got everyone around me right now. We got Robin. This. We got this Ming too. What they're doing is kind of working. They're keeping me off the downed survivor to give them time to recover. I don't really mind this though because they're all around me right now. Now every survivor is injured and I have one down. So I'm going to pick her up. Hopefully they're going to come and try to pick her off or something before healing. Robin already gets healed, so I'm assuming that she found Ming. I'm kind of searching around thinking Lara Croft might be around. There's Robin. Completely missed the spear by miles. I hear this gen getting worked on. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have popped it. That just gave Robin so much time to find a better loop. Now I know this. Now I know this map kind of well, so I usually break that door whenever I get on this map as killer, because there's a vault in there, and if a survivor hits that and that door is not broken, then I'm kind of screwed. We get into a little loop. She drops a pallet. She ends up stunning me. I don't really care though. I gain my bloodlust. I immediately lose it because I break the pallet. She goes in here, and I lose her for a second. But I end up making my way back closer to her. I realize that she's probably just found my hex totem too, so I might lose that a little quick. So now my goal is to kind of keep them off that a little bit. I hear her grunt. She drops a pallet for whatever reason. So I end up getting the down in a few pops. They get that gen. They honestly are doing pretty well right now. I'm making my way over there. I see Fang Ming right there, so I get a free hit. And then miss the spear. That was kind of just like a hope that she'll come back out. But she ends up getting lost wherever she was going. It's a free pick. I hear Lara Croft behind me. Yeah, she tries to get the sun. She almost does get it, honestly, but flick my head around. Honestly, I probably could have flicked my head around, turned back around, and gotten the hit. Free kill, but it's alright. Pop this. She goes up. I don't really know what she was doing here. Land on her head. And she hits that. So this is why it's a good time to have it. I fake going through there, come right out the door. Free down. That's why I like breaking that door a lot. I hear Lara Croft trying to get a flashlight save, but she sucks so she doesn't get it. And there's the last token that I need to for no way out, just in case they end up getting all of the gens and I need some extra time. Now they pull her right off, and if they were assuming that I'm not gonna come after getting unhooked right after I left, then they're kind of dumb. I do tunnel a little bit here with Robin because she was just the one that I saw. And then I end up getting looped pretty well anyway. So I just leave. And then I remember, oh wait, my hex totem's back here. I don't want her to get it. And then, here's what I don't get. I see that she goes in there. Gone. Houdini. I'm like, what? Open that one. Gone. What? I'm lost. So now I have no idea where she went. And I'm a little scared because my hex totem's right there and I don't really want to lose that. I find Lara Croft. Now at this point, I think Lara Croft and Robin have seen my hex totem. So now they're kind of my main goal to kill. And I already lose Lara. So that's great. I find Robin. She kind of teases me here a little bit. I fuck up the spear throw. Break the pallet. And she runs right over to Shaq. But I see someone else in my line of sight, so I end up chasing them. It's a Ming. She goes to the vault. She does try to dodge the spear, but doesn't really do a great job. Should have honestly hit that little vault, and she doesn't. Drops pallet. I pretend to double back. And then, I don't know what she was thinking. I guess that she was thinking, like, it's too late for her to vault at that point. Because I was already halfway done with my animation of breaking the pallet, but she ends up running into a dead-end kind of area. There's a pallet there, but she has no time to reach it. And I don't know what Robin was doing here. She's just there for the fun. Get a hook. I see that they've gotten my hex, so I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. But I mean, I already have so many hooks. They're almost dead. And here I accidentally land on this little pallet there. Let's see Robin, so it kind of works out. Miss it. She ends up hitting the vault, but I get it. I don't know how. I shouldn't have reached her. I know that she was mad at that. I know that there's no pallet over here, so I'm kind of fine with just following her. I also have haste coming out of the ominous mode. She doubles back. That gives her a lot of time. I get my bloodlust, and then I spear her. At this point, I've realized Robin is the only confident one, I would say. At the beginning it was Lara, but now it's really only her. And now I see Claudette and Lara. They almost have that gen done, so instead of me going straight for the kill, I want to pop this to slow them down a little bit. And then I follow that and get the down. Also get a pop there, so that gen is like... So that gen's super regressed now. And then, for some reason, Lara fixes it up enough to where I can pop it again. So now this went from probably 75, 65% down to like 25. Now again, I got all these scratch marks right here. Gives her dead giveaway. Swing around, get the hit off Ming. I don't want to go through there because Claudette was definitely ready to pallet drop me. And then there's this vault, and I figure she hits it, so I'm going to go through. Robin vaults that. I don't go for the swing. I get my bloodlust, and I follow right into the corner of this little building. And she is my first kill of the game. Now they're all kind of hanging out in this one area. They kind of 3-gen themselves, so they really can't do much. I hear Robin go in and out of the locker up there, and I kind of figured that she did that and then dropped down again. And then I think that maybe she's doing that Houdini thing again until I see her fog up there, and then she leaves it. I think she thinks that it hides her from me seeing where she's at, but she just keeps going in and out of the locker, falls down, I hear it, goes right back into it. I'm confused, so I just open it, and she's dead. I kind of thought as I was falling in the air, maybe she has the survivor perk where if I fall from like a meter, then she gets unhooked, or she gets off my shoulder. But nope. She's just dead. And then I was about to leave this area, and then I see scratch marks. no idea where they went, so I checked the locker, nothing. Check this one, nothing. Checking lockers like this kind of is like I'd say a noob thing to do, but you never know, honestly. If you lose track of their scratch marks and there's a locker right next to it, it's honestly a 50-50. They either went into it or they kept going forward. But I find Claudette, I end up catching up to her. Whip out my spear. She's right there. I miss because I'm an idiot. But there's nothing around her that can save her. There's a pallet over there, but she's not going to run for it. She's going to go down. I get a pop on that gen, so I know that Laura Croft has been working on it, and I make my way over. Grab a new spear. Looking for her, but also making my way kind of back to Claudette. I want to check back here real quick, and I hear the gen's almost been completed. I honestly didn't need to pop it. Kind of just bought them a lot of time. But I'm making my way back to where I downed Claudette. And I hear her. And there's Lara Croft. I was just healing her. And Claudette. And I miss the spear. I get stunned as soon as I break the pallet. I swing trying to hit her. Don't get lucky. And she just stays there. She's going to play this pallet really annoyingly. And I'm just going to keep doubling back. Because I don't know what I'm doing. And then I'm going to go into the little ominous mode. What I meant to do was go in there and then block that pallet from her being able to drop it. So that I can just hit her with it. But it doesn't work. Here I catch up with her enough to get a lunge on her. But she doesn't go to vault like I thought she did. So I end up missing. Now Claudette is trying to take the chase. I see that she vaults. I saw her medkit disappear right before I turned the corner. And so I figured that, and because her medkit disappeared, I knew that her animation was starting. So that's literally like a second of time for me to catch up with her, which is actually a big deal in Dead by Daylight. I'm thinking, what is her plans? She double backs. I go for the spear, miss, and she has finesse, obviously. She's gonna almost fault it again, and she should have. And then I get caught on Claudette's scratch marks over there. And then I lose them. That was really like one of the worst things I could have ever done, but then I found the footsteps and I meant to vault. I meant to come out of the fog on that vault there, but I guess I'm just an idiot. Get the spear. Double back and then go through the vault. And now she only has a pallet right up here that she drops, and then I go around. She goes around the other way. Goes around, I double back. Grab the spear because I'm just gonna hook her if I down her into the thing, and she just doesn't have any space to go. I get the down. And now I want to kill Claudette. I want to make sure no one escapes. I haven't used Jason's perks yet, but when I looked them up and read them and seen other people use them, they're pretty useless, honestly. It's not worth using them. There's so many better perk builds out there, and maybe they'll get buffed. I think they should get buffed. I think that Jason should get nerfed, like him in particularly. This is another good kind of estimation part, and then I get the free kill off her. I don't think that should be allowed. I don't think Jason should be able to Mori someone like that. It's cool, but him being able to go from one side of the map to the other like that, that's like already crazy enough. Him being able to spear someone through small little areas, that's that's enough. Him getting haste after coming out of the fog for like 30 seconds, that's enough. Him getting bloodlust, that's enough. I hear Lawcroft on the ground, so I kill her to end the game. She leaves because she's angry. I would have left too. I'm excited for Dead by Daylight's graphic update to come out so I can see what his Mori looks like after that. I feel like it's gonna look even cooler than it does now. And I'm just excited to see like what all the killers look like, what all the survivors look like after the graphic update. It's gonna be sick. But that's my little review on Jason. Those are some matches played in the back. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think about the new Jason killer in the comments. And I'll see you on the next video.